Hi, everybody. Welcome to the last week of ESL 5-6 this session. Our theme is work. We're going to look at work vocabulary. We're going to look at past perfect, have some conversation, all the good things. Some reminders for you. Please talk to your teacher about testing to find out if you need to test. Also, we are going to offer a few conversation meets during the break. So the ESL 5-6 will be on Wednesdays, 5:30 to 7:30 during the break. And then October 26th, we start back with new classes. Okay, well, thank you very much and have a wonderful day. We'll see you. Hello, ESL 5-6. Welcome to our last week for this session. This week's theme is work. So let's go forward with it. Some leading questions that hopefully we will get to talk about in class, and you can go ahead and be thinking about are you comfortable with job language? In an ideal world, what job would you like to have? Do you know the steps to take to get there? What are some differences in job culture in the US versus in your country? All right. And our little pre-click tells all the good stuff that we hope to learn this week, which is some vocabulary, some practice with past perfect. Oh, here we go. Okay, we did it earlier in the session. We are doing it again because when talking about work, and especially if you're being interviewed, you will often use past perfect. So let's just check out these examples. We have our little timeline here, which I hope helps a bit. He had already left the company by the time she got hired, right? Tip, came on or got on sometimes means got hired. Like when she came on, when he got on, that's just a little tidbit on the side to remember. Let's read a few more. I wish I had learned Spanish when I was in school. Had learned, right? Had taken. I had taken a paid on-the-job training course before actually working as an electrician in the field. I had been working there for 10 years before I decided to quit. Okay, let's practice some conversation together, shall we? Mario and Van. Mario, hey, I didn't know you worked here. Nice to see a friendly face around here. Yeah, I just started the other day. It's temporary until I find a full-time job in my field. I hope I can get a permanent position somewhere soon. I was a nurse in my country, so I'm looking for something like that here. Cool. Well, I'll keep an eye out for you. If I hear anything open, I'll let you know. I'm in charge of recruitment now at my job, so maybe something will come up. Great. Let me know. Don't get me wrong, I don't mind being in charge of produce, but I'd rather be in charge of patients. Okay. If there are any new words there, please feel free to check them out or bring them to class, and we will go over them, of course. And we will also talk about these topics. What's the best job you have had? What's the worst job you have had? What do you consider to be your most important work in your life? There's the big question there, isn't it? There's the biggie. So just some things hopefully maybe you might enjoy talking about with friends to practice English, and we will certainly talk about it in class as well. Common work vocab and suffixes for job titles. Can you think of more? And again, we will go over this together, but just to give you a brief overlook, some common vocabulary for jobs: contract, quit, issues, clients, policy. And then you can see here some examples of suffixes that we use for job titles. We have OR, ER, IAN, IST, and then totally different things, like secretary and chef, etc., right? So if you just want to check those out, actor, manager, beautician, pianist, and then we have like secretary over here, yeah, that breaks all the rules. Okay, some more conversation practice. Would you like to, let me get this little pointer, would you like to read with me? Or if not, you can just listen to the pronunciation and maybe practice that part. We have Marcus and Cassandra. Do you have firsthand experience as a childcare worker? Not in an institution, but I have taken care of my niece and nephew for years. I think I'm pretty qualified. I've dealt with many a tantrum and a diaper. Okay, great. How many hours a week can you work? And are you available for any shift? Well, I'm in school at night right now trying to get my network certification, so I can only work days at the moment, but I can work as many hours as you have to give. Great. Well, it's part-time, so it will be around 25. That work? Okay, so this is just kind of simple examples, but hopefully you can see where we used some perfect tenses to talk about job experience and some common vocabulary words like firsthand and qualified, right? When we have those sort of conversations with employers or other employees. There are so many work expressions and common phrases, and here are a few. On track, big wheel, would you mind? That is a very polite way to ask for things. I appreciate that. Letting people know you appreciate what they do or the favors that you ask of them is obviously a good thing, right? It goes a long way. I would consider that a soft skill, as they say, which we went over last session in our work curriculum. Boss, take on, cash cow, crunch the numbers, foot in the door, keep up, deadline, to put something off, which is to procrastinate, and train of thought. Okay, let's check this out. Fill in the blank. Scott has worked as a welder nearly his whole adult life, but he is getting burnt out on it and wants to go into something different. Rehab signed up for some accounting classes, but is having trouble keeping up with the assignments and is afraid she may have taken on too much. Hopefully, once he gets his foot in the door, he can work up to become the boss. I'm sorry. I've been so busy crunching numbers that I lost my train of thought. All right, and we are at our last slide, which has to do with important dates. Okay, coming soon, we will have conversation classes during the break on Wednesdays. There'll be 2 Wednesdays, October 14th and October 21st. In the evening, that's for the 5-6 conversation classes, 5:30 to 7:30. Then classes will start back October 26th. Okay, and if you'd like to check out a little extra information about Past Perfect fun, here's this link here for you. All right, thanks. See ya. Bye-bye.